Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Here I'm Sarah Lelia. I would like to present the research. The title is Application of Tracer Study for Alumni Mapping and Reorientation of Profiles of Graduation of the Electrical Engineering Education Study Program. The introduction of a tracer study, which is understood as an alumni survey, is carried out by universities to explore information related to their journey of graduates, starting from the time they complete their education in college until the time the survey is carried out. This information obtained from tracer studies is very useful for monitoring and evaluating results, improving and ensuring institutional quality and relevance, information for stakeholders, and completing requirements for higher education accreditation. And also, tracer study is a study of tracer status of graduates or alumni carried out after graduation and aims to determine educational outcomes in the form of transition from the world of higher education to the world of work, recent work situations, alignment, and application of competencies in the world of work. Here, there are aims and research methods. In the first is about the aims. The tracer study aims to find out the job profiles of alumni. The second is determine the suitable of the profile of graduate of the electrical engineering of education study program with the field of work. And the third is knowing the length of the waiting period from graduation to getting the first job. And this is the research of tracer study is a type of a quantitative descriptive research through a survey approach which is carried out through several stages as follows. First, instrument development. Second, data collection stage. And the third is analysis and reporting stage. The population in this study are all alumni of the Electrical Engineering Education Study Program graduating in 2021 up to 2022. The total population is used as a data source. Here the result and discussion. This is the result. The first 6 months from the job profile spread of place of work. Here the table. We can see the distribution of institutions or companies or schools. There are distribution and companies and schools. The following is the distribution of institutions or companies or schools where alumni of the Electrical Engineering Education Study Program work. The distribution is follows table 1. Look at the table 1 here. And then here, the first job linkage or relationship with the field of science and graduate profiles. Based on temporary data obtained, 37.5% of alumni work in the field of education. It means teachers, while 46% of alumni work in industries according to their scientific fields or electrical engineering, and the remaining in 16.5% of alumni choose to open their own business according to their scientific field. Waiting time to get a job. From the diagram, based on the data obtained, it can be seen that as many as 48% of alumni of the Electrical Engineering Education Study Program can get a job 1 until 3 months after graduating, and only 39% can get a job for up to 6 months after graduation, and the remaining 13% who get a job more than 7 months. The conclusion, based on the research, based on the analysis related to alumni mapping and reorienting the profile of graduates of the Electrical Engineering Education Study Program, produce graduates in the field of electrical engineering expertise and electronic engineering expertise who can work as a vocational secondary education teachers, it can be concluded. First, most of the alumni of the electrical engineering education study program work in private consulting companies, but there are also those who work as entrepreneurs. Second, most alumni of the electrical engineering education study program get jobs that are accordance with their scientific field. And the third, most alumni of the electrical engineering education study program find work in the first month to third month after graduation. Suggestion. There are three suggestions here. The first, more adapting courses and curriculum to the needs of the world of work. Second, conducting hearing to several agencies to introduce the electrical engineering education study program. And the third, adding special skills possessed by graduates of the electrical engineering education study program. Thank you very much. Thanks for your nice attention. Good morning.